Pinot Noir is it is a difficult grape to grow. Pinot Noir is typified very small, tight clusters. They're susceptible to a variety of diseases, but they're very, very sensitive to climate. If something goes seriously wrong, high heat, right at the finish, the whole year's
experience. It's a separate learning curve from many other grape varieties. It's difficult to grow. It's difficult to make. You can go wrong in so many places, but if you get it right, they're absolutely spectacular.
Pinot Noir was always a very special grape to connoisseurs, people who are familiar with the old world examples of red Burgundy, you know, going back to the Valois Dukes of Burgundy, people who were familiar with very fine things. And I would say in California, Andrea Moreno, who was the longtime winemaker at Beaulieu Vineyards, and he was very famous for his 1947 Beaulieu Pinot Noir from Carneros.
Unbeknownst to anyone, Pinot Noir would be discovered by the hedonistic Romans on one of their nomadic journeys.
It is the indigenous ancestral home of Pinot Noir. It's a grape that grows wild there. I think what is very interesting, during Roman occupation in France, the Romans used to bring their own wines to France. They would actually drag barges backwards up the Rhone River full of wine, but when they had gotten to Burgundy and started commercial production of Pinot Noir, they discovered how great the wine was, so decided to plant vines and grow grapes at that time instead of bringing them to their own.
Dreamed of rivaling France, but could New World Pinot Noir rival the Old World Pinot Noir? Little did they know that one day they would completely revolutionize wine. It was in 1976 at a judgment of Paris where unknown California wines were chosen over France's best, sending shockwaves through the wine world.
It's sort of a turning point. It was thought that there was a French league and they were the Premier League, and then there was everybody else.
Winemakers have always searched for the perfect location where Pinot Noir could unveil its legendary elegance. Some say Sonoma Coast Appellation or the region might be the spot where Mother Nature awakens the magic embedded in each grape.
You know, it's a beautiful, magical place. And why is that? And why is it a great place to grow Pinot Noir? Well, a few reasons. I think the main reason is the maritime influence.
Well, you've got that cool air that comes in off of the Pacific Ocean. You've got beautiful soil. What's so different about Sonoma is you can grow all types of varietals because there's so many different microclimates. Location is almost the most important thing.
So whether they're up on a mountain or they're down low, if they get fog, they don't. I mean, you can get so many different styles of Pinot from the Sonoma Coast that really makes it a great area for Pinot grapes.
And then if you have a passionate producer who wants to do an A1 sterling job, the viticulture will be top-notch, and then the end product is totally enjoyable.
The mysterious allure of this noble varietal and its age-old reputation for challenging winemakers captivates those seeking out the holy grail of wines. There are a special few who are drawn into the dance, mystically inspired to capture the greatest expressions of complexity and splendor offered by Pinot Noir.
believe that the single most important thing in making quality wine is having quality grapes to work with. We spend a lot of time worrying about fancy winemaking equipment, fancy winemaking techniques, but fundamentally the most important thing is the quality of the grapes that come in the door. That's at least 90% of what's in any bottle of wine is the flavors that are in the grapes. If you don't have good grapes, you can't make good wine. So fundamentally, I think great wine is made in the vineyard. Once we do have those good grapes in the door, then we treat them very gently, pay close attention to the entire process. We make sure we use the best yeast, the best barrels, give the wines everything that they need to become as good as they can possibly be.
It has a lighter body. It's got really nice bright acidity, which you need for the food wine. It also goes well with fuller flavored types of fish. Salmon and Pinot Noir is a real classic combination. It goes great with mushrooms. That kind of earthy, mushroomy flavor is something that the Pinot Noir meat. It's a really great partner to duck and other kinds of game birds, but it's also will stand up to beef and lamb and other kind of hearty meats. When I get together with my friends to drink wine and eat, we pretty much always end up opening Pinot Noir at some point in the evening, so go for it.
MacRostie Winery and Vineyards here in Sonoma, California, about an hour north of San Francisco. We cordially invite you to visit our winery. We are open by appointment here in the town of Sonoma, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 9 and 4. And we also are open to the public without an appointment on Saturdays, 11 to 4:30.